my dears, welcome back to the Kitty Coven. We have more ooky, spooky videos that we have watched, and I have plenty of reactions and things to say about them. So stick around, and let's see if any of these can spook you. We're gonna get spooked in 3, 2, 1!
Late one evening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Heather Paul is outside on her front porch having some ice cream with her husband and her 2 sons. But then, Heather suddenly spots something that absolutely creeps her out.
Okay.
Kind of going on there.
There's a person walking by?
What? What did you say? What did you say, Mommy?
Typical kids, not knowing how to be quiet when somebody's being quiet. Mothman! Nah, it'd be cooler if it was Mothman. His grandparent got out, probably. She's calling it
Heather
a ghost,
whispers,
but it probably is some like grandparent,
children,
somebody's
but
like
they have
grandparent
no
with
idea
like
what she's
dementia or
talking
something.
about. Neither her husband or sons can see the bizarre figure dressed in white that is walking down the sidewalk
maybe it is a
only
ghost.
about 20 feet away. Heather says that the woman looked like, quote, a lady dressed like a nurse from the 1950s with an eerie grin on her face. Heather is now
now I want to
freaked
see
out.
like her
She can't
front.
understand why no one else saw the strange nurse. So she checks the footage from their front door security camera, and sure enough, the recording also shows a creepy pale figure walking right by. But it gets even weirder.
Okay.
Because you see, Heather lives only a mile away from a notorious old abandoned mental asylum, the Philadelphia State Hospital at Byberry.
So a little backstory, I live about a mile from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure, the most notorious mental hospital in the country.
Oh,
a lot of abuse went on there. There was lobotomies performed on patients. There was experiments performed on patients. A lot of them lost their lives because they were just treated so horribly.
Please? Can I
the
have?
conditions that hospital was in
where do I
was
sign up?
so inhumane, and no human should have ever had to go through what these patients went through. And these people just needed help. It's just very sad. They were so overcrowded, like the nurse to patient ratio was just extreme.
With 2 student nurses and maybe 3 attendants, we have all we can do to bathe the patients, get them to cafeteria, take them to the doctors, give them their medications, and try to keep the place clean.
Now, when I was a kid growing up, we used to definitely go in there, and it was really scary. Like, the second you walk on the grounds, you just feel like it's cold, it's not normal, it feels weird. Like, you can tell somebody's watching you. There's underground tunnels underneath, so we used to run around them too, and they used to use those tunnels to transport bodies. And there was like metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there.
We're going on a group trip to the men's hospital for lobotomies.
And I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was like over there, and I'm like, oh my God.
But this story gets even weirder still. Heather's dad lived in the same house as a boy. When Heather shows her dad the creepy footage, he tells her that a woman named Linda used to live in the house next door. And during the 1950s, Linda was a nurse at the old Byberry Mental Hospital. So did Heather catch the ghost of a nurse from the old abandoned hospital? And if not, why could no one else see the strange woman walking down the sidewalk?
Spooky.
Oh.
Spooky. All right. You stage yourself after being in there. As somebody who's been on several ghost hunts, I always up my protections both before I go and cleanse myself after I leave. Just to be safe. Just to be safe.
Oh no. Cara Messina lives in an old house in New York State that was built in the 1800s and has a very tragic past. In the early to mid 1800s, the house was part of the Underground Railroad, a network for fugitive slaves seeking freedom. Slaves escaping the South were forced to hide under the house to avoid capture by authorities. Because of its dark history, Cara believes that the house might be haunted, and she says that while her family has lived there, they have had, quote, some ghostly activity through the years. So one day, Cara and her daughter are just relaxing around the house, and they start to hear a very strange sound coming from the basement.
So for the last 20 minutes, I've been sitting on my couch, and it's been dead silent, and all of a sudden I hear Santa. and I thought it was coming from outside,
What?
and it's not. And this is my basement.
Imagine sitting on the couch and just suddenly hearing Santa. Also, what happened to their doorknob? Does she have a knife? Like she's a knife.
I want to go get that.
Summer.
Tell me it's in the same box as Chucky right now.
Yeah, it's right there.
What?
Yeah, it's in there.
Viral ghost hunt win. I would love to do a ghost hunting stream. I've done it before, but I don't think there's
but
many
it hasn't been
opportunities for
touched, and
ghost
all of a
hunts out
sudden,
there.
after all of these months, and it's off.
Kara's daughter flips through a box, which ironically contains 2 old Chucky dolls,
Ooh.
only to find that a Santa figurine has suddenly activated itself and is just talking away, even though the power switch is turned
You
off.
ever seen Toy
But there's
Story?
something even weirder here that video viewers noticed after this clip was uploaded. Because, did you hear it?
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden, after all of these months, and it's off.
Just as the Santa doll is picked up and suddenly stops talking, it can be heard seeming to frantically yell, "No, stop!"
No stop. No stop.
So is Kara's basement haunted? Is the little Santa doll possessed by some wayward spirit?
I don't know. I
Or
think
is
it's
it
probably
all
better
just
that
a
the Santa
very
doll's
odd
possessed than the
coincidence?
Chucky doll.
You decide.
So I think they should count themselves.
Daddy Ghost. One morning, a woman named Cheyenne is taking care of her 2-year-old daughter when the little girl says
Why are we
something
calling it Ghost
very
Daddy?
strange.
Okay, who is it?
Daddy. Daddy's right there.
Is it your daddy?
No, it's your daddy.
Is where?
Daddy's right there.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Why does she have a thermometer?
See?
Oh,
Your daddy's missing you.
my daddy's missing me?
Okay, that's actually kind of sad.
Let's go get him. Where'd he go?
In you.
Okay, show me.
Her daughter seems to be referring to Cheyenne's dad, which is odd because not only has her daughter never met her granddad, but even Cheyenne herself was only just a toddler when her
Playing
father
real life
passed away.
Phasmo, yeah.
So Cheyenne shows her daughter a picture, and the little girl confirms that it's the man she saw in the hallway of their house.
Yes? Yes, it looks like that.
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah? And Mabel, what does your ghost do?
Christina's far creepier, probably.
Daddy. Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Daddy.
Yeah.
2 days later, and it happens
Okay.
again.
Just see me.
What sees you? The ghost? What are you talking about?
Come on.
Well, we do know that kids tend to be more sensitive to the supernatural, so I am.
Oh! The dryer scared me, and you already freaked me out.
In the closet!
Oh my God.
In the closet!
Cheyenne says that her daughter still occasionally talks to the entity that the little girl now refers to as, quote, Daddy Ghost. But Cheyenne says that some online comments have scared her a bit.
She calls him Daddy Ghost. She's only had an experience like
What's
that 2 or 3
unacceptable?
times. It doesn't happen
Child's
often, but when
calling
it
it
does, I
Daddy
try
Ghost?
to capture it on video. I also had a lot of comments saying that
Comments.
it wasn't like something nice. It was something mean. That freaked me out, so don't say that again. A lot of people were telling me don't communicate with it. I'm not. I'm
She is.
scared.
The kid is. It's fine.
She is, and she doesn't understand. So tell him, Mabel.
So is Cheyenne's daughter seeing the ghost of her granddad stopping by for a visit? What do you think? A grave situation. A young woman named Britt lives on a large horse ranch in the mountains. She says that lately,
like
things
horses.
around the ranch have gotten a little strange.
Is it going to be a horse girl ghost?
Well, actually, they've
Are we
gotten
gonna have a horse
lot
girl
strange.
ghost?
It all starts one day when Britt's dog Josie just completely freaks out.
So, I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it in real life of a freaking cemetery in my front yard.
Oh.
Okay,
but that's kind of cool.
I'm by myself with my
I'm gonna
dog.
be so for real. That's kind of cool to me.
She's up in that room upstairs.
Oh, I saw that. What the? What? You guys see that?
Josie? Josie?
Okay. I think the real horror is how slowly you're walking up these stairs.
Yeah, she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. But I don't really know. Like, that's usually like her stance while she's waiting for me to come home, and I'm just like, is she waiting for someone to walk out of that closet? Like, I just don't really know what she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like...
Like nothing in the closet, bro. Like, you gotta give me more.
Like, what? What is it? What is it?
A dog just had the look of a...
The dog starts ferociously barking at the upstairs bedroom closet for absolutely no reason. But little Josie's strange behavior doesn't stop there.
Okay.
As Britt mentioned, she has a private cemetery in front of her house where some of her family members and also several of their deceased pets are all buried together. Recently, the dog Josie has just started staring at the small graveyard.
Josie?
That seems a bit small for a full graveyard.
Josie, what's going on?
Are they buried vertically?
The horses on the ranch often just stare toward the small cemetery as well.
Well, she said it's like
creepy.
family members that are buried there.
Seriously, what are you two looking at? What is it?
But you know what? You're right. It could be
But
Earth.
now, weirdest of all,
That would make sense.
Britt says that lately the neighbors' cows have started to wander over to her property, and they also just weirdly stand around the small graveyard.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development.
I'd just go pet him.
Like,
Hey, buddies, you want some pets?
they just
I'll
kinda
give you a
come
carrot.
and literally breeze around this area.
What?
And they just kind
The
of will
fact that
freeze
they're
and
not turning
move.
to look at her at all is a bit odd.
Yeah.
It's like they're like frozen in place. Oh, there it goes.
What's up?
Britt is confused and a little
Yeah, that's a
creeped
bit
out by
strange.
all of the animals' strange behavior. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn. One night, Britt orders some food from Uber Eats. The driver is a bit disturbed by the gathered cows at the graveyard, but he completes his delivery. And then things just get weird.
Okay. I'm expecting weird. If it's not weird, I'm gonna be salty. Come on. Yeah, I wouldn't really know what to do with cows in that situation either.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
This location is outside. No here.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
You a cowboy?
He's scared. He's like, oh.
Come on, give me like.
Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like. Are you for real right now?
Bro, why are you dragging your feet like that? Come on, give me a spook. Give me a good spook. I will say. What?
Something sets off the alarm inside Britt's house, and as she carefully walks back inside, some unseen force seems to actually grab and pull her shirt.
Oh, shit!
Drops her food in terror and runs back out. Britt says that she was too afraid to return to the house. She spent the rest of the night in the family RV
I wouldn't
that was
either.
parked outside.
Hell no!
Hunter or hunted. Nick and Ted from the YouTube channel The Hunting Public are out bow hunting on public lands in the remote wilderness of Missouri. Suddenly they hear something that sends chills down their spines. Now, let me say before I show you these clips, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, no one is shown being hurt in the following video. There's absolutely no evidence that any crime was committed in this video or that anyone was injured in any way. Alright, so while Nick and Ted are hunting, they hear a gunshot, followed by some insane screaming. They immediately grab their camera and start recording.
Okay. This is kinda okay. I don't know if I believe that this one's ghost. I think this is
Now, Nick and Ted are in such a remote area of the Missouri woods that they have no cell service
Sons
to
of
call
Forest
the authorities.
IRL? Yeah, basically.
So, all they
yeah,
can
that's
do
what I'm thinking.
is
It
listen.
sounds like people arguing. Oh.
I keep getting chills all down my back. Yeah.
Why are y'all just standing there listening?
Screaming at the absolute top of their lungs over there.
Like, that's what I want to know.
Not good obscenities to someone else. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that.
I would be like trying to walk back far enough to get cell signal and call the cops. Maybe the cannibals are on the hunt again.
Something not good's going on.
Y'all are so calm just standing there.
Again, Nick tries to call someone to report the incident, but
Why? Why would they just stand there and not try to go far enough back out that they could get cell service and call? Because that very clearly sounds like a problem happening in the woods and like somebody might be in danger. What the hell? Yeah.
they still
this
can't
is
find
like,
a spot in the woods with cell service.
We ain't got any service in here, so
they're so calm right now.
call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there.
They just head back to their truck so that they can get out of there and call the police.
Yeah, I think y'all stood there a little
heard
too long.
some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department.
Okay.
I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon. But then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just obscenities, and it sounded like
they sat there
something really
for
bad was going
30
on over there,
minutes.
and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring, we didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there.
Even though Nick and Ted reported the disturbing incident and even provided GPS coordinates to local authorities, nothing was found at the site. There's absolutely no evidence that any kind of horrible event ever took place there.
That shows you how easy
it freaked us out, and
like,
we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been. Your mind goes to think about what could that be, and I immediately go to worst case scenario.
Jesus.
So did Nick and Ted just hear someone having a random temper tantrum or a breakdown?
Horrifying.
Was it just someone freaking out and maybe just shooting guns at a tree stump?
That's a lot.
Or was it something much more disturbing? You decide. For the shadow of
I don't
a
like
doubt.
that one. I don't like that
I've
one.
covered the strange and creepy story of a woman named Rosanna in one of my previous videos. Rosanna lives in France in an apartment that she claims is intensely haunted by some mysterious dark entity.
Oh.
One night while she is home alone, she starts to hear strange sounds coming from her children's playroom. What she catches on camera is truly chilling.
Oh, wonderful. That ball is... Okay. Oh, hell no. Oh, I'm out. Goodbye. That's a poltergeist? Nope. Nope. I ain't doing that. Nope. What the hell? What in the Furby ass shit is that? Okay.
Toys in the playroom begin to move on their own.
I don't know why she's moving
and
around
as
and
Rosanna
circles in the
goes
room
to
like that.
investigate, she notices something very strange.
Is that a piplup?
Did you see it?
Good Phasmo,
In
you
the
can
window
solve
reflection,
this.
the large shadowy figure of a man seems to be standing right behind her.
The ball's no longer
But when she
yours. No,
spins
it's not.
around,
That is now the ghost
There's
ball.
no one there. Rosanna sees the strange shadow behind her again in the reflection, but then the figure just disappears. Rosanna claims that this dark spirit has haunted her apartment for months, but she just can't afford to move out right now. So is Rosanna being haunted by some evil entity? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. A guide to the other side.
That one was... That
A
very
young
much
woman
felt
named Diana
poltergeist.
posted a very disturbing video to Instagram. In the video, Diana and her brother are watching as the police arrive at a trailer at the edge of their property. The police are showing up for a wellness check after the sad, lonely man who rents the trailer has not been seen for weeks. It turns out that the man had unfortunately passed away inside the trailer.
Figured. Yep.
This
Okay.
is the footage.
Right there. Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on.
Okay.
That's a lot of cops.
Holy sh**, the hell?
I'm not gonna lie, that cop's shadow looks spooky as fuck.
Oh my god, they're calling. Are they calling something in? They're going back over.
Okay, I'm waiting for something to happen here. This feels like there's not much happening.
Did you see it? the small shadow of a child can be seen lurking outside the trailer.
What the hell?
Lost and abandoned. But the police don't even notice, walking right by as if they can't even see the child. And then, suddenly, the small child's shadow just disappears. Watch again.
Okay.
The figure disappears into thin air right in front of the police, but they don't seem to see anyone. Viewers of the video pointed out that there was another odd apparition in this video. Something that looks like the shadowy figure of a man standing in the trailer window.
That's a bit harder.
So a few days later, Diana and her father go to check out the trailer, and things get really weird.
Okay, so what are we thinking the kid goes to?
Oh my goodness.
Because we're talking about what sounds like it was an older man who passed.
Oh my god. Jeez.
What the fuck was that? Huh?
What was that? Oh,
Was a crow? Why was there a crow in there?
jeez.
That's a lot of alcohol.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like down before, a long time ago.
What is that noise?
So first,
That's a really
Diana is
suspicious
terrified when a
noise.
dead crow falls out of one of the cabinets, which seems odd as the man has only been deceased and out of the trailer for a few days.
Yeah, that is
So,
very strange.
how did the bird get there? But next, Diana sees a child's paintings on the refrigerator. Her dad tells her that the man had a horrible tragedy where his young daughter passed away many years ago at a very young age. But the man kept her drawings and mourned her for the rest of his life,
Those are really big hands
descending
for a
into
kid.
sorrow and alcoholism. So, is this childlike shadow figure the man's daughter coming back to meet him as he passes to the other side? What do you think?
I don't know.
Mirror,
I don't know
mirror.
about this one.
A woman who goes by the online name Pixie Paranormal 1 is a psychic medium and paranormal investigator who has had quite a few
spirit
strange
board.
experiences.
I really want
Some
one.
that could be supernatural,
What is this noise? What is this noise?
and she has also experienced some
Okay.
scary incidents that are just a bit too real.
When the sun goes down.
Got a load of kids running around in here. Can you hear them all?
That's a big ass dog.
Doesn't sound just like kids.
That's a girl crying. Can you hear that, guys? Hang on. Turn the lights off for a minute, people. Turn these lights off. Turn these lights off. Hang on a minute, guys. We've got to turn these lights off. Turn the lights off. Turn that light off.
Okay.
Turn it off. I don't mind hunting ghosts, but it's the humans that worry me.
Yeah, no,
Human
valid.
beings freak me out.
Valid.
But recently, Pixie Paranormal 1 had a very chilling experience right in her own home. She heard cracking sounds coming from her mirror, so she grabbed her phone and began to film. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Go up here.
Oh, hi, Tiberian.
My mirror's cracking by itself.
Oh.
What's happening? Wait. Wait, stop.
Harry, my mirror is cracking by itself.
It's cracked one.
And this is why you take the proper precautions when you go hunting for ghosts.
It's too big.
Their kid playing Roblox on the big
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
Alright, let's just carry on with it. Right, follow me.
Stay there, don't go near it.
This way. I know. Mum, I know. There's a naughty mirror. Wait.
Okay.
Why is the mirror cracking?
A naughty what?
I know. I know. Maybe the North is 7.
The woman's mirror begins to break and crack all on its own right before her eyes.
I was expecting
Even
more
weirder,
cracks
what
there.
looks like a strange misshapen face seems to appear in the slowly shattering mirror. So did one of the ghosts from Pixie's Paranormal Investigations follow her
probably.
home? Or just what do you think is happening here?
All right, my kitty coven, and that is all the spooky videos we have today. So let me know which ones you thought were real, which ones you thought were a hoax, and which ones you're kind of on the fence about, because I think there is a little bit of everything in this round. Now, if you want to participate in the conversation and see me film these live, make sure you check out my Twitch linked down below. I try to do them a couple times a month, and they are lots of fun. So come join us for the conversation. They are typically going to be done on Mondays.